Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So I thought I would do, since it's mid-January, I thought I would do an all-in-one kind of video because I don't plan on doing a wrap-up at the end of the month. So I thought in this video I would show you guys what I'm on hauling, what I've purchased so far, what I'm planning to read for the rest of the month, and what I've read so far. So I'll start it with the wrap up because honestly, I've only really gotten around to one book and finished it, and that is from a trilogy by Melissa de la Cruz. And so I read Stolen, which is the second book to Frozen, and this I read a few years ago, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't like something that I absolutely loved, but I still wanted to finish it because at that time I was one of those people that if you start something, you have to finish it. Now I'm getting better at not forcing myself to read something I'm not enjoying. So this book I liked but didn't love. I thought it was okay, but it did leave off on a cliffhanger, and hence I picked up this one. And it went off on a different. I don't know. Uh, I would say both are around a three. For me, they were okay. They weren't bad, but they weren't like the best. So these are two of the books I'm unhauling, but I thought I'd mention this one because it's the only one I've read so far this month. Um, and then I will show you guys what I'm currently reading or trying to read for the month of January. So the first thing that I'm actually doing this month, which is also affecting what I read and how much I can read, is because I'm doing a Bible study with church, and it's this one in a million, and I'm actually really enjoying it. So that takes up a lot of my time, but I'm really enjoying it. Also, I made it a goal to read the Bible, and I started. I'm in um, 4, Exodus 4, yeah. And so I'm doing pretty good. I'm keeping up with the schedule I've set for myself. I'm hoping to read it in a year. I've never actually read the whole Bible through. I know a lot of the Bible because I grew up Christian. So a lot of the stories and teachings, and I've gone to Bible studies. They've helped me know a lot about the Bible, but I really want to get into it. So that is another goal I have. So those are two of my current reads right now, and what I would like to get to, and I'm hoping I can get to, would be the last book of the Frozen trilogy, and that is Golden, because I would like to unhaul them together as a trilogy. So there's this one, which I think I can get through pretty easily. It's not something that's really hard to read or get through. So that's definitely one that I'm going to get to. The other that I would like to get to, I don't know if I'll get to it, but I'm hoping, is The Weight of a Soul. It was a Fake Crate exclusive book, and that tells you a little bit about it. I don't know what it's about. I didn't want to know. I try not to find out before I get into the book. So I'm hoping I can get to that one as well. And the last book I want to get to this month, which I'll probably run into the next month, is The Empress, because I did read Diabolic and I really liked it. It was really good. At first it was a little bit slow, but I still enjoyed it, and it picked up at the end and made it even more enjoyable. Now I thought it was a standalone, which is why I got it originally. And then I found out that they made a second one. So I don't know if it's gonna turn into a trilogy or is it just a duology? I don't know. But because I read the first one, now I feel the need to read the second one because I did like the first one. Not enough that I absolutely loved it, but enough that I want to continue with the series. So those are the three that I want to read for this month. And then the one and only book I purchased this month, which is really good because I can't be purchasing books when I'm getting like book subscription boxes. So it's actually a graphic novel. It's called Alex and Ada. I came across this by accident. I do like graphic novels, but I don't read them that often. I do have quite a lot that I want to get to eventually. Uh, the one that I've read the most is Saga, and I'm really loving it. And I got these bind up books of Saga, and this one just popped up, and it's a bind up of like the first 15 issues, I think. So that's why I got it, and I thought that'd be really cool. And it looks sci-fi, and I love sci-fi. So I'm really excited. And these are like easier to get through than books. I think you get through them a lot faster. Anyways, now on to my unhauling. So obviously I've spoken about two of the books I'm unhauling, and probably the third one once I finish it. I mean, definitely the third one once I finish it. So that's Frozen and Stolen by Melissa De La Cruz. Again, I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it, so it's not something I want to keep around. The next ones that I will be unhauling are these. I doubt anybody's heard of them. Maybe they have. I don't know. But I tried to read the first one, and I couldn't get into the way that she laid out the story. I couldn't. I really tried. She had a signing at this bookstore near my house, so I picked them up and I got them signed. But I'm just it's not this. I can't get into the story. And then the other one that I will be letting go of is Imposters. I didn't even attempt to read this actually. I did read the Ugly series. It's another one of those series that I rate around a 3. I enjoyed it. I just didn't love it. So when I saw it was really cheap, I picked it up. I think it cost like $1, and I planned on reading it, and then I found out it's like a series. So I don't want to get into another series that has around the same ideas as Uglies. It's in the Uglies universe, and it wasn't like something I want to get back into. So I will be unhauling this one. I didn't even read it though, so maybe it's better. I don't know. The next one I'll be unhauling is a series I actually really enjoyed. I thought I would give it a 3.5. I mean, I enjoyed it more than like the OK series, but again, not enough to like keep it. And that's the Legend series by Mary Lou. Another reason I'm actually unhauling this trilogy is because I have the graphic novel, and I already read the series and it was good. And I a good way to keep the series and yet still not and still have more space on my bookshelves would be to get rid of this one and keep the graphic novel, which I think is really nice too. They did a great job on that. Another book I will be unhauling is Enchanty, and the only reason I'm unhauling this because I haven't read it yet is because I have two copies. This has the sprayed pages and like this gold kind of thing, but I have a copy that's signed, so I'm keeping that one, and I will be selling this one. So until I read it, I hope I like it. If I enjoy it enough, I'll keep it. So next one is Empress of a Thousand Skies. I know I've read this. Have I read this? I have read this. I'm positive I read this. I just can't remember it. So that shows you that I didn't really enjoy it. So I can't remember even what I rated it. But yeah, I'm not hauling it. But I'm positive I read that book. Next one is I got this for $1. It was a signed copy. I'm just gonna sell it because I mean it's not something that's gonna interest me. But I thought it was kind of cool that it was a signed copy and it was only $1. And I thought I would give it a try, but it's not something I'm gonna get to. So I might as well just unhaul it. The next one's kind of cool because it's this kind of like academy for assassins for young adults, and they're like it's a boarding school for assassins, sorry. And they're all like young adults. And I remember grabbing this because it looked like Tomb Raider. And what's cool is it's actually signed, which is really neat. And it's done in a way that it's like a play. It's just not something I ever got around to, and I've had it for forever. So I think it's just time to let it go. But I think it's kind of cool. And here's the synopsis. So I'm just gonna sell that one as well. And then obviously I'm letting go of the Diabolic because I've already read it. I really enjoyed it, but it's not something I want to keep. And the other one that I read was As You Wish. I really thought I was gonna love this book. I read it and I pushed through it, even though everything was telling me to just not continue reading it because it was not gonna be satisfying. But I kept reading it because I wanted to know how it would end. And it's just a really depressing book for some reason. For me, everything about it, the atmosphere, the characters, everything's just really depressive. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it at all. A book I did enjoy, and I do kind of feel bad about letting go, but I don't think it's a book that I'm gonna read again, even though I really really loved it. That's Neil Gaiman's Anansi Boys. I actually flew through this book in like 2 days. It's really good. I really really enjoyed it. I loved his writing style, and the story is really cool and unique, and I liked it. I liked everything about it. So it's a book I really enjoyed. So I think I gave this like a 4. Um, Next book I am unhauling is The Way You Make Me Feel. I didn't like this book. I'm not a contemporary reader, and no matter how many times I try so hard to enjoy a contemporary, it's really hard to find one that I enjoy. I think there's only been two that I've really enjoyed. One was The Astonishing Color of After, and the other one was Starry Night, I think, or Stars, or Starry Night, I think it was, something like that. But those two I actually really enjoyed, and I breezed through them. But every other book I picked up that's a contemporary I have not been able to enjoy. So there's this one, but I didn't really enjoy it. It's not that it's bad. It's just contemporary. Just I don't know if it's just something I'm just not feeling lately or in the last few years, but I just can't get into them. The next one I tried was Love Struck. Again, it didn't even feel YA. It felt more like I don't know. I didn't the writing. I just couldn't get into it. Um, the next one is a signed one. It's called The Keeper's Daughter, and I've had it for a bit, and I just don't see myself reading it. I think I tried to read this. I remember trying to get into this story, and I just couldn't get into it. And it wasn't because it was bad. It was just it's not something I was feeling. And I've just had it for forever, so I'm just gonna let it go. Another one that's signed by the author is If I Should Wake. Again, I believe these are like contemporary drama kind of books. And oh, that's funny. Both of them have lighthouses. I didn't even notice that. That's funny. But it is signed by the author. But look how massive this book is. And I just don't think I'll ever get around to it. I'm just not gonna get around to it. These books are not the type that really encompass me and envelop me in the stories. So I don't see myself getting to it or reading it. So that is the last one I will be unhauling. So that was my wrap up for January because I don't think I'll do one at the end of the month. So plus my haul, which was one book, and then my TBR for this month. For the rest of January, I'm really gonna try to get to those books and my unhaul. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of long, but thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.